this one. Have a look in your own eyes. No cure for this one. There's no cure for this one! 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 This one! This one! This one! There's no cure for this one!
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Doherty and welcome to another huge week of Max's Muscle TV. Tonight, Muscle Up Master Challenge coach Freddie Liberatore is back with a fantastic training plan for anyone on the Shred program or really for anyone looking to cut up. First up though, Shape Up Challenge training coach Sam Heron and Ambassador Janet Kane are back with a circuit training routine that's sure to get your heart pumping. Take it away, girls.
So today we're running through a high-intense circuit, so kind of getting a bit of a whole-body workout here. This can be done at home or in a gym environment, so there's no excuses here, girls.
There's definitely no excuse for missing a workout anywhere. You don't need to go to a gym to get your heart rate up. Exercise is something that you can do at home, outdoors, in the gym, even in the car park when the kids are at their sporting events. Get out and do this little circuit.
So with this routine, it's very basic in terms of equipment that are needed. A bench, it can be a park bench, a bench in the gym, and the other piece of equipment would be a kettlebell or a dumbbell. But again, that is not necessarily needed. There is an option if you don't have any of that equipment at all.
In this particular workout, it's a circuit workout. There'll be a number of exercises, up to 10 exercises in this workout. So it can take about 10 minutes to do one round. And whilst we keep that intensity up for each exercise, the amount of rounds you do will suit really your level of fitness. Just doing one round will certainly get you sweating and your heart racing, and that's the real key for fat loss, is that we want to get the heart racing. But if we want to make the heart working a little bit more, we want to burn a bit more calories, two circuits would certainly be what I would say a good minimum round. Adding in a third circuit would be excellent for fat loss, and it's not something that you would rest a great deal in between.
It is a high-intense session, so we want to keep moving. You don't want to stop and pause in between exercises. You want to run through from 1 to 10 with minimal rest, if any, jumping straight into the next exercise. The first exercise we're going to start with is a step up. We're going to add in the knee to put that extra emphasis, holding tight through our core and through the glutes. So a bench, a park bench, a step, an aerobic step or a chair, stepping up, bringing a knee up in towards the chest, and we're going to alternate legs. So 20 step-ups with the knee in, alternating legs each time.
So straight from there, we're going to go into a push-up. And you can either choose, depending on your fitness level, push-ups from your knee or with your feet outstretched on your toes. But we're going side to side, so we'll do a push-up, chest to the floor, and then stretching out to the side, and then alternating sides. We're aiming for 10 to 15 in total.
So the third exercise on our list is a squat with a tuck jump, and then it converts into just a squat jump. So it's quite an explosive movement. This will definitely get your heart rate up if it isn't already racing. So we go squat straight up into a tuck jump, bringing the knees up nice and close to the chest, and then landing nice and soft on those knees, landing deep into our wide sumo squat. So 5 with the tuck jump, and then we finish off the last 5. We take out the tuck jump and just keep with the squat jump.
It's quite an explosive move, that one. So our next one that we go straight into is the dip. Whether you have your hands sitting up onto a bench, onto a seat, even the bonnet of your car if you're doing this out in a remote area. But it's a controlled move, so we're just going to do some dips working the triceps, and again we'll aim for 10 to 15 for nice controlled movement with your feet either outstretched onto a bench or from your heels into a nice 90-degree angle.
The next exercise we have is burpees. So this is a movement that's probably one of the most hated for many reasons. It's definitely a very difficult one, but there is low impact options for this. So, you know, whether you're jumping your feet back together or just stepping back 1 foot at a time, you can give it a go.
The next exercise is a kettlebell swing. But if you're not in the gym with a kettlebell, you can just either use body weight, you could use a handbag, which might be heavier, or even the school bag, but just you can improvise wherever you are. It's really about posture to get the right swing action without overextending. I often see this exercise being overextended or even underextended. So we're just swinging through the legs and using a dynamic force, squeezing the glutes, and we'll work the exercise for about 10 to 15 reps.
So the next exercise we're moving on to now are bench overs. You can do these on a bench or a step again. You're basically having your hands either side of the bench. You're going to jump your feet, keeping your feet together over the bench. So tapping either side. If you are at home and you don't have a bench or a step around you, you can do this on the ground. I would suggest laying a towel down so that you're making sure you're getting some width with your jumps, so jumping and clearing the towel side to side. And you can even put a water bottle up so you can make sure that you're actually getting some height in there as well.
After the bench jump, we're going to go into an exercise that will probably look a little easier than it really is. By this stage, we are fatiguing a little bit more, and this is called a curtsy side step with a lunge. It is a tricky one with the range that you drop into your lunge. So, and keeping the weight bearing onto the front leg and dropping then and dispersing the weight is really where it's at.
So this is a really great exercise. You don't need any equipment, a couple of metres of space, and it doesn't matter where you are, inside, outside. It gets your heart racing and it's great for burning fat. So the next exercise we've got is a single arm snatch and press. It's a very compound movement. You have to be careful with your form on this one that you are getting that hooked up under, ready for that drive up, pressing through your legs, using your shoulder to drive up above your head and keeping your core locked down because you are using one arm. You are going to need to use your stabilisers there to hold you into place. Making sure you're coming down nice and soft with that wrist as to not injure your shoulder, elbow, wrist as you come down. Reset and again explode on the way up.
The last exercise is an ab crunch with a medicine ball. You can vary this one a little bit, but it's quite fun really, that we'll be laying down, legs will be up on a 90-degree angle, kind of like a stairwell. We'll be doing a crunch and placing the ball sitting on the flats of our shins and then going back down into a full crunch, back up again, taking the ball and coming back down. So kind of every second movement you're grabbing the ball and replacing it. With this exercise, if you don't have the ball or find that you're working towards it, do it as though you're holding a medicine ball or a lightweight ball, and you'll still go through the whole motion and feel the exercise and then progress to it. But that motion will still be performed even without the ball in your hands.
Man, I don't know about you, Janet, but I'm pumped. Buggy. That was good. My heart rate's up. That was a good workout. Well done.